From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Good morning and happy Friday. Right now you're taking a live look at Kennewick. This view coming courtesy of Yakima Federal. You're not seeing that much out there for this morning. Winds are a little bit blustery in the blues, gusting out of the south and east upwards of 20 miles per hour, but they're light in the foothills, they're light in the base and the valleys and up in the Cascades. Temperatures are cold for this morning as we're below freezing in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. We're right around freezing in the lower Columbia Basin and mostly above freezing in the blue foothills. So it might be a little bit of a frosty start in the blues, in the basin, or in the valleys. Here's your CodeCast for today for the Tri-Cities. Heavy jacket stuff obviously for this morning, but light jacket stuff for most of the rest of the days. We're going to end up around 60 degrees. It's going to feel especially nice in the sunshine. We'll have lots of that in the forecast. We'll have a similar forecast for Saturday, some slightly more unsettled weather from Sunday through Thursday, with the snowiest days in the mountains being on Monday and Tuesday, and overall pretty mild over the next 7 days. But I'll touch on this snow chance coming up a little bit later on the show on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, we are learning more about the baby who was found dead in a Yakima home and a toddler who was found severely malnourished. We have the very latest from yesterday's press conference.
And a man who was arrested for exposing himself to children has already been released on bail. We have what police are asking parents and guardians to do.
Also ahead, President Trump threatening to add another tariff on China on top of the 10% tariff already in place. We also have the latest on Trump's talks of a peace deal between Ukraine and Russia and who he will be meeting with today. It's all on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It is Friday, the last day of the week.
We made it.
February 28th, the last day of the month. We also made that as well.
Tomorrow starts March.
Tomorrow starts a new
month.
And we have a lot to get to just this morning, of course. We want to start with some in-depth coverage. And we want to warn you, though, this story, it does involve child neglect, animal cruelty, and it might not be suitable for everyone.
Viewer discretion is advised. Now, at a press conference yesterday, authorities announced that 20-year-old Kylia Toll was charged with manslaughter in the death of her 7-month-old girl in a case of severe neglect that also sent her toddler to the hospital.
Yeah, our reporter Emily Goodell tells us that she's also been charged with animal cruelty in a separate case.
Yakima police responded to this same house more than a year ago on Christmas Day 2023 when someone called 911 to report that they had seen a dog dead inside of a kennel and another dog with its leg tied up in a wire leash.
Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now. My question is, this person was also charged yesterday with several animal cruelty charges, and those charges stemmed from an incident that happened back on Christmas of 2023, and the SIR was completed on January 4th. And so my question is, why did it take over a year to charge that case?
I'll answer that. Thanks. Yes, that is correct. Our office had received a referral for animal cruelty charges. And then tragically and unfortunately, I stand here to tell you that it was not charged out because of the attorney shortage and the lack of attorney credits that we have. And as you all know, over the last several years, we've had to make very difficult decisions as to charging decisions as we move forward. And this was a decision that was made within our office to not charge us out in lieu of potential other more serious charges. And obviously there was no indication whatsoever that any event like this would take place.
According to court documents, Toll called 911 just before 7:30 a.m. Tuesday, crying and telling dispatchers her baby might be dead and that, quote, there is no out, that she can't live with herself.
This is truly tragic, and none of us want to be here for this reason, obviously.
Court documents show Yakima police arrested her just the morning before on an outstanding warrant during a traffic stop. The jail released her after about 14 hours in custody, but witnesses reportedly told police she hadn't been home for at least 2 days before the 911 call.
She lived alone with and took care of those children alone.
The mother wasn't there when officers showed up Tuesday at her home in the 300 block of North 4th Avenue for a welfare check. According to court documents, they found a 7-month-old girl laying dead in a bassinet. A crying 2-year-old girl severely malnourished and stuck in a crib, both alone in a room with the window left open in the cold weather, soiled diapers littering the grimy floor. Police painting a grim picture of alarming neglect, with piles of dirty dishes, old food, and trash throughout the house, multiple neglected cats contributing to the filth. A place unsafe to live in, especially for a child.
We will aggressively move forward on this particular case. It is absolutely horrific.
It's unclear if the Department of Children, Youth and Families had any previous contact with the mother or her children.
We are actively working with our CPS partners on this investigation. We would ask you to contact CPS directly.
We did just that, but we're told by DCYF, quote, "We unfortunately cannot comment, as child welfare records held by the Department of Children, Youth and Families are confidential under federal and state law." As for her arrest,
A community member came forward, gave us a tip, and sent us up to Squaw Rock on Highway 410, the campground. So together with a YSO deputy, our PROACT unit went up there, went to the campground, located Ms. Toll, and took her into custody.
Toll charged Thursday with first-degree manslaughter, domestic violence, along with multiple counts of criminal mistreatment and family abandonment. Her next court date set for March 12th. Police say the arrest is just the beginning, and they'll be digging more into what happened and how as their investigation continues. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Emily. We go now to a crime alert. The Kennewick Police Department says a man who was arrested on Wednesday on suspicion of exposing himself to children is now out on bail. 36-year-old Scott Lee Phelps of Richland was arrested in the area of 3rd Avenue and Rainier Street in Kennewick. And KPD says before the arrest was made, they worked with Richland PD in gathering evidence to book Phelps. Officers are urging parents and guardians to talk with their children to find out if Phelps had made any contact with them.
It's important for people in the community to always exercise caution, especially when it's around children. It's important for them to have conversations with their children about what they should do if a stranger contacts them, how they should react, and what are some of those safety measures they should be doing to make sure that if somebody does contact them, they have a way to get a hold of an adult.
Now, KPD is still actively investigating this case, and they believe there may be more victims. If you know anything about this, we have a link and phone number that you can report to up on our website. That's applevalleynewsnow.com.
Taking you to Sunnyside now, where police activity put a number of school districts under a secure and teach mode just yesterday morning. Sunnyside High, Harrison Middle School, Pioneer Elementary, and Chief Kamaikan Elementary all were placed under those orders about 10 o'clock this morning. City officials telling us it was all due to some police activity and an investigation into a burglary that was taking place nearby. Police had surrounded a home on the 1400 block of Grant Avenue, and they believed that there was a suspect inside that home. Police were able to clear the area, and everything got back to normal for those schools around noon. 6:08 now, and check this out. Sage Spa at Legends Casino in Toppenish is now officially open for customers.
Ooh, so while traditional spa services are paired with food and drinks, this spa is a little different. There's an infrared wellness pod and an aqua feature, and officials say that it's the first of its kind in the entire Northwest. And the spa also features a cedar sauna, steam sauna, soaking rituals, body treatments, massage therapy, and manicures and pedicures. And that
Say
sounds,
less.
I know, right? Where do we sign up? Like now?
Oh, that sounds lovely. All right, 6:09. Still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Taking you to the White House, where President Trump is threatening to add another round of tariffs onto China. That's on top of the tariffs already put into place earlier this month. We have those details and more on what is scheduled for his agenda today in your national headlines.
But first, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will be back with your first alert weather forecast. That'll be in just a few minutes. Keep it right here.
It's Markdown Madness now at Mattress Depot USA.
Get slam dunk savings of up to 60% off.
Beat the buzzer, these prices won't last long.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Broadmoor RV's President's Day sale is here, happening all month long. Buy any RV in February and get a gold starter kit. A $350 value free. We deliver better people, better service, and better prices. Rediscover the joy of camping and start your next adventure. Broadmoor RV, we make camping fun again.
I was 34, I was a business owner. I was a single mom with a 4-year-old, and I felt a lump in the shower. I have cancer. It doesn't have me. I'm gonna get rid of it, you know, and then I'm gonna go on with my life. I was gonna do anything that it took. I did, and here I am, almost 10 years later. I had a little boy. He needs his mom.
Our business is changing lives through the power of work. I work out here to help customers with donations, greet them and thank them. That's what I do. I got 2 Spirit Awards of recognitions. When I retire here, I will say goodbye to the store and they will honor me probably and might put a nice plaque on the wall that I worked for many years. I like it here. I'm in a better place at Goodwill. I really like the administration here, so that's excellent for me.
Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
An affordable, adjustable bed from Mattress Depot USA will help you sleep better.
And help alleviate aches and pains, sleep apnea, and snoring.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's take you on a bit of a temperature tour for this morning. We start off in Kittitas County, where we're below freezing for Cle Elum and Ellensburg, 2 degrees above freezing in Vantage, and well above freezing for Snoqualmie Pass. Then in the Yakima Valley, we are above freezing for Sela and Union Gap, right up freezing for Sunnyside, but below for the rest of the valley. Then in the lower Columbia Basin, 2 degrees below freezing for the Tri-Cities, technically 1 degree above for Benton City, a couple degrees above for Umatilla, and right up freezing for Mesa and Connell. Then in the Blue Foothills, above 32 degrees with 30s and 40s, but below that threshold for Cabbage Hill and Ukiah, so that's where it could be a bit of a frosty start for this morning. Here's your day planner for lower elevations, still in the 30s and 40s by 7 this morning, up into the 50s by lunchtime, around 60 degrees at the peak of daytime heating. It's going to feel fantastic if you're standing in the sunshine at the peak of daytime heating, as these highs are going to end up being about 3 to 5 degrees above average for this time of the year. We'll have a similar forecast into Saturday, then our weather gets a little bit more unsettled from Sunday through Thursday, especially for Monday and Tuesday. We're tracking the potential for some mountain snow. It's not looking like a ton, but it's not going to be 0. And I'll tell you how much exactly we're thinking coming up a little bit later in the show.
All right, thanks so much, Josh. News from your national headlines this morning, taking you to the White House, where President Donald Trump is threatening to double tariffs on China. Just yesterday, Trump said 25% tariffs on Mexican and Canadian goods are set to take effect on March 4th as planned. And this is the same date of a newly proposed additional 10% tariff on Chinese imports, coming on the heels of the already 10% tariff that was put into place earlier this month. Some analysts are saying tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and China all at the same time could lead to higher prices for Americans. And today, President Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky are set to meet for talks at the White House. It comes just a day after President Trump and British Prime Minister Keir Starmer met at the White House, both saying they hope that there will be a lasting peace deal between Ukraine and Russia. Trump says the deal would need to be finalized before there are talks about a peacekeeping force in the region. Starmer urging Trump not to accept any deal that would, quote, reward the aggressor, with President Trump saying he trusts Russian President Vladimir Putin would not violate any potential peace deal, including invading Ukraine again. 6:15, still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. When we come back, checking back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth as we give you that live look outside this morning, courtesy of our Yakima Federal camera here in Kennewick. He is going to break down what we can expect for the weekend and the rest of the week in your full First Alert forecast.
Celebrate Bi-Mart's 70th anniversary during our open house with our latest savings book. MD8 Mega Rolls bath tissue is just $4.99. Prilosec 42-count tablets are $3 off. 7-Up brand 12-packs are buy two, get two. Save big on mobile Delvac 15W40 diesel oil. Plus, there's great savings on lawn and garden essentials. You'll see our savings book in your mailbox. During our open house, members and non-members can stop in and save. Bi-Mart, saving the Northwest more since 1955.
Okay, y'all, we got 10 orders coming in.
Starting a business is never easy, but starting at 8 months pregnant, that's a different story. I couldn't slow down. We were starting a business from the ground up. People were showing up left and right, and so did our business needs. The Chase e-card made it easy. When you go for something big like this, your kids see that, and they believe they can do the same.
Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Are you tired of seeing money all around the house? Then start saving money with First American Home Warranty. First American covers the systems and appliances you depend on every day. And if we can't repair your covered item, we'll replace it.
I've saved thousands, and that makes me happy.
All plans include a no questions asked money back guarantee and flexible payment options so you can never pay for covered repairs again.
Call 1-800-964-2842. That's 1-800-964-2842.
Come discover our hand-picked collections at D-Lynn's Boutique. Whether you're shopping for a cozy weekend getaway or a special night out, D-Lynn's Boutique has everything you need to shine this winter. Visit us in-store or online and let us help you wrap the season in style.
Get ready to feast at Legends Casino Hotel's ultimate all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. Dive into fresh Dungeness crab, wild Columbia River salmon, juicy prime rib, and much more. Taste it all every Thursday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m.
This QR code is your key to the new Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. A powerful weather forecasting tool that you can take with you anywhere. Just scan the code and access current conditions, forecast, track storms as they're happening, get alerts, plus so much more, all to help plan your day. To download, just scan the code. It's easy to use and it's free. The Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app, only from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Kraken, Canucks, pregame at 6:30 Saturday on MeTV. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be another terrific day outside as we'll have plenty of sunshine. High temperatures getting into the 50s and 60s will be about 3 to 5 degrees above average for this time of the year. A little bit breezy up in the Cascades and Blues with winds gusting upwards of 20 to 25 miles per hour. Then for tonight, winds are going to calm down in the Cascades. They'll still be a little bit breezy in the Blues. Overnight lows falling down into the 30s, so some of us are going to have to take those necessary steps to protect the outdoor pets, the plants, and the plumbing. Saturday is going to be a dry day, but then into Saturday night, that's when it gets a little bit more interesting, as from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., small rain chances will begin in the Cascades. Then from 10 p.m. on Saturday to 1 in the morning on Sunday, that's when small rain chances spread down into the Blue Foothills and the Blue Mountains. And then looks like the day is going to be a little bit more active into Sunday. We'll get to that in a second, but first I just kind of wanted to show those 7-day rain chances again, as again we'll be dry for Friday and Saturday, and then overall small shower chances from Sunday through Thursday. It looks like the most active days probably going to be on Monday and Tuesday. Here are some of the snowfall totals we're thinking for Monday and Tuesday. Not that much at all, probably only a couple of inches for Oregon 204, probably less than an inch for Interstate 84 and I-90, but maybe a little bit more for U.S. Highway 2 and U.S. Highway 12. High temperature is going to stay about 3 to 5 degrees above average over the next 7 days, so we'll continue to bounce between 55 to 60 degrees. And the Tri-Cities feeling very comfortable for the end of February and the beginning of March. Here's the 7-day forecast in the Tri-Cities. Sunny and near 60 for Friday and Saturday, then small shower chances Sunday and Monday, but dry again by Tuesday. In Yakima, bright and mild over the next couple days, a sprinkle possible for Sunday, then dry to start next week. In Ellensburg, mid-50s and sunshine Friday and Saturday. Winds picking up Sunday and Monday, then leftover breezes for Tuesday through Thursday. In Hermiston, sunshine and highs around 60 for the next couple days. Maybe a few showers Sunday and Monday, but dry again by Tuesday. Then in Walla Walla, sunny with mid to upper 50s Friday and Saturday, then 10 to 30% shower chances from Sunday through Thursday at least. Now you're taking a live look at the Columbia River. This view coming courtesy of the Legends Casino and Hotel. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest, where we're always on your side.
I love your daughter so much.
Are you saying munch?
Yep. He's craving my new Big Smash Jack with more than double the beef of a Big Mac.
I'm in love.
With?
What's her face, right? Get my new Big Smash Jack and so much more.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
It's the All-American Sale at More Furniture. Celebrate the spirit of the season with unbeatable deals on furniture that's as timeless as America itself. Whether you're refreshing your living room, upgrading your dining space, or finding that perfect bed for sweet dreams, the All-American Sale has something for every room in your home. With great furniture and classic American style, this sale is a celebration of comfort, value, and you. Visit your local More Furniture today, where everyone gets more for less.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing Neurostim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At Neurostim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
This tax season, you can relax. There's no tax. Walker's Furniture is covering the sales tax for you. For a limited time, we're doubling down on discounts. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big, so you can get the tax break you need and a deal you'll love. Plus, with no money down special financing, you can create the home of your dreams now and pay over time. This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
If you like options, you'll love my $5 all-day big deal meal. Choose from 4 delicious entrees and 5 tasty sides with a drink. Oh, and nobody else includes breakfast items all day. Just this guy. At Jack, every bite's a big deal.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Wendy Redmond, Austin Reed, Stacey Lee Weather, Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In entertainment news, 2 of America's most popular game shows will be coming to a smart TV near you.
All right, Sony is bringing Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy to its streaming services. Roughly 7 million people watch each one on TV.
That's a lot of people.
Give us a little bit of Family Feud, then we'll be talking.
It's like our viewership, 7 million.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same.
Well, popular TV shows have been moving to streaming services as of late. The Super Bowl was streamed live to Tubi, and Hulu will carry the Academy Awards on Sunday.
But broadcast TV will still have the edge for a few more years, as whatever platform gets Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy will only have access to episodes the day after they air on TV. And that's until 2028, when the broadcast syndication deals expire.
So Sony hopes to have a deal in place by April and for streaming to start in September. Right now, the shows together generate $175 million in advertising revenue.
Wow.
All right, turning now to the Oscars. The red carpet has been rolled out. The class photo has been taken.
I love this picture.
The 97th Academy Awards will take place Sunday at the Dolby Theater.
Conan O'Brien will be hosting, and leading the nominations with 13 is the film Amelia Perez, while The Brutalist and the movie musical Wicked have 10 nods each.
And among those scheduled to perform at the show, Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande, Queen Latifah, and Doja Cat.
Doja Cat. And we have our genuine Oscar coffee mug, of course, as we are inviting you to celebrate the Oscars with us right here on ABC and Apple Valley News Now. And we have a quick look at the schedule.
So after a special early edition of news, there will be red carpet coverage starting at 3:30, and then the Oscars start at 4 p.m. And then at 7:30, there will be a special American Idol episode, followed by an encore presentation of the Oscars at 8 if you missed that earlier one.
It's Oscar Sunday on ABC and Apple Valley News Now, so plan to spend it with us and celebrate the movies.
And then wake up with us, of course, Monday morning for our recap and all the hot takes from
where
the
we'll
winners.
be holding, give me your finger, we'll be holding space.
Yes, we will be holding space.
Yep. And Josh will have the red carpet fashion recap.
Yes.
I'm excited for this.
Holding space, is that a Wicked reference?
Yes.
Josh.
It's a popular, okay, well, we'll have to show you that
explain it to you later.
Let's add that to the long list of things we need to show you.
Isn't that the truth? But yes, we will have all of your wrap up Monday morning after the Oscars Sunday night, and still much more ahead here this morning.
That's right.
On Good Morning Northwest. A House of Representatives working to finalize a budget, and it could include some cuts to Medicaid, and some say this could be really detrimental to people here in our area.
Our region, being in Washington's 4th congressional district, has some of the highest proportions of people who rely on Medicaid in the entire state. And coming up, we'll have what one state senator is saying about this. It's all in your next half hour.
Ready to bring your dream kitchen floor to life? At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Richland or Walla Walla Floor & Home.
Good Shepherd provides the most up-to-date orthopedic care available. Our team of experienced board-certified surgeons, physiatrists, and podiatrists are capable of fulfilling your orthopedic needs. Services include precise joint replacements, sports medicine, all orthoscopic shoulder and knee repairs, fracture care, hand surgery, and foot and ankle care. We are here to help you with your pain and maximize your body's performance and function. Good Shepherd Orthopedics in Hermiston. Patients first, always.
Plan the ultimate date night at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Find the hottest slots, blockbuster movies, exquisite dining experiences, thrilling entertainment, and fun for the whole family at quaking Aspen's Lanes. You can bet that Wild Horse has everything you want for a perfect night out in Pendleton. Spark up an unforgettable night with our 30th anniversary fireworks show, then transport back to the 90s during the Throwback Dance Party on March 8th. Visit wildhorseresort.com for more info. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Celebrate 3 decades of fun.
Time isn't just minutes or hours. It's the moments spent where and with the people who make home feel like home. That's why our newly expanded service department is here and open 7 days a week to get you in, out, and on your way. Any make, any model, same day. Get express service, same day at McCurley Chevrolet.
This tax season, you can relax. There's no tax. Walker's Furniture is covering the sales tax for you. For a limited time, we're doubling down on discounts. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big, so you can get the tax break you need and a deal you'll love. Plus, with no money down special financing, you can create the home of your dreams now and pay over time. This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
It's time for the best deals across the full lineup. F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 48 years. You've got Maverick and the North American 2025 Truck of the Year, Ford Ranger, fully prepared.
Did you sleep here last night?
If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. And this crew is Truck Month ready.
Lease a 24 F-150 STX 4x4 for $399 a month for $36, or buy with 1.9% for $36, only at your local Ford dealer.
Ready to bring your dream bathroom to life? At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Walla Walla or Tri-Cities Floor & Home.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Friday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us. Joining us here for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, Josh, jackpot's going up slowly, incrementally.
Yeah, went back down to 0 yesterday as we had a winner. Congratulations to Carolyn, but it's back up to $25 now. So, you know, trending in the right direction. All right, here's your 3-degree guarantee, sponsored by the Legends Casino and Hotel. Yesterday, I went with a forecast high of 58 in Pasco Tri-Cities, and it verified at 59. So the jackpot did go up to $25. For today, I'm going with a forecast high 59, so if it verifies between 56 to 62, the jackpot's going to go up to $50. If that doesn't happen, then the jackpot could be yours. Find out how to win the jackpot by going to applevalley.news.now.com, clicking on the contest page, or you could scan the QR code that was just on your screen. All right, right now visibility looking pretty good across the map. Not too concerned with that. Winds gusting out of the south and southeast upwards of 20 miles per hour in the Blue Mountains, but for the foothills, for the basin, for the valleys, and for the Cascades, winds pretty light for now. Temperatures are cold as we're below freezing in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, right around freezing in the lower Columbia Basin, and above freezing in the Blue foothills. So it might be a bit of a frosty start in the Blues, in the basin, or in the valleys, pretty close to freezing at White Pass as well. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast for today for the Tri-Cities. Lots of sunshine all throughout the day. It's going to be heavy jacket weather for this morning. Should be light jacket weather a little bit later in the day. As highs today for lower elevations going to span mostly from 55 to 60 degrees with lots of sunshine. So a very nice Friday, very nice end of February. Speaking of the end of February, I'll have a recap of what our snowfall numbers look like and also what our reservoir levels are looking like. Here's a hint, they're not looking too good, but that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Starting off your 6:30 half hour, talking about proposed budget cuts to Medicaid, which could impact a lot of people in our area. Right now, the Republican-controlled House and Senate are working to pass these potential cuts while they work to finalize a new budget. Washington State Senator Patty Murray held a virtual press conference with healthcare workers in central and eastern Washington to talk about these cuts, and her office says that in Washington, 47% of children, 1 in 6 adults, 3 in 5 nursing home residents, and 3 in 8 people with disabilities are covered by Apple Health. And this budget proposal is directing cuts of at least $880 billion to Medicaid and other health care programs. Murray says Washington's 4th and 5th congressional districts, our region being the 4th, had the highest proportions of populations who rely on Medicaid throughout the entire state. One nurse in Yakima, Julia Barcott, took part in the press call and had this to say.
Unfortunately, we saw the devastation that not having healthcare coverage caused during COVID. We had a number of patients who had very significant illnesses, chronic illnesses, didn't come in because they had no health care. So when they finally came, they were very, very sick.
Murray says she thinks hospitals will close their doors as the funding drops and that seniors could be cut off from home care services or even forced out of long-term care facilities.
6:33 and a dance team in the Tri-Cities dancing their way to history. The team recently winning Washington's first ever national title in the hip hop small division category at the Dance Team Union competition. And they accomplished this their first time ever even being there. Our Monique Ledesma says it's their teamwork that made their dream work.
Pasco High Dance Team is this year's Hip Hop Small Division champions at the Dance Team Union competition. The dance team coach says the win didn't come easy.
We're really focused on our energy and projection and trying to fill a big space with our small numbers and just be able to show the passion and the love that these dancers have for their performance.
Dancer Maddie Miller says being part of a winning team is all about giving of yourself.
We always do well when we're vulnerable to each other and we give our energy and we're not selfish, like with being tired or being overwhelmed or anything like that, especially when we're on the floor. That was one thing that we really worked on when we went to this competition, is making sure that we talk to each other so we all know that we're on the same page.
For Naya Charles, it's not just about this moment, it's what she'll use after high school is long over.
Learning the daily life skills, how to work with each other, and
being smarter and mentally strong as well. You know, there's just all these aspects that we learn. So I think being on the program, like the main thing is to learn all those like skills so that we can go into the world and like use them and be successful. And then also just giving to the program as much as we can while we're here.
While the team sharpens their dance moves, they also remember to sharpen their pencils.
The academic, they show up, they're representing Pasco High at the highest level. Some are doing Running Start, taking advanced courses as well, while being able to navigate, competing and practicing, and being here on campus all the time preparing for competitions.
Keeping those experiences in mind, knowing like it's gonna be worth it, and like the push for school and like all the extra, like, you know, the extra late nights that we might have to stay up doing homework, like it'll be worth it because we all like love being a part of the team. We love doing that, so we don't want to like sacrifice that because we know like where our main priorities are.
For this team, it's the relationships with each other that give them the support they need to win.
These are like my best friends, truly. So like aside from being teammates and all dancing hip hop, these are my best friends. So the thing that I'm most looking forward to is being able to work with them for the rest of the season and be able to dance with my best friends and compete.
Still ahead this year for the Pasco High dance team on March 15th, they are set to host District 6 district dance competition at Pasco High School. Reporting in Pasco, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
I love them so much.
So cute.
I love their vibe. Congratulations to them. That is exciting, and some hardware to put in the trophy case.
Yeah.
Okay, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, talking about another team competing for a big title, the Special Olympics, providing athletes with those opportunities to compete in sports. Coming up, we hear from one local team that is preparing for their very own state title. That story in just a few minutes.
First, Josh will be back with what you can expect for your weather forecast today. That'll be in just a few minutes, right after the break.
Kraken, Canucks, pregame at 6:30 Saturday on MeTV.
I've always had an eye for opportunity. As a kid, I was hustling, selling candy, mowing lawns, you name it. That drive never left me. The first time I tasted crumble, it was clear to me this was more than just a cookie. From that moment, I knew this was a chance to bring the taste of something new to our neighborhood. But I couldn't do it alone. That's where Happel came in. With their support, I was able to secure the loan that brought Crumble to our community. Where do you credit union?
President's Day. No lights or carols, no fireworks, boat races or barbecues. Not very exciting. Until now, because this President's Day is your chance to drive home in the Mazda you've been waiting for. So stop by McCurley Mazda in the Pasco Autoplex and make it more than just another Monday. Get a vehicle you'll love at the McCurley Mazda President's Day sales event.
I didn't think someone like me was at risk of shingles.
The rash couldn't possibly be that painful.
And it wouldn't disrupt my life for weeks.
I was wrong. I didn't know that 99% of people over 50 already have the virus that causes shingles, and it could reactivate at any time.
I learned that the hard way.
But you don't have to. Talk to your healthcare provider today.
This tax season, you can relax. There's no tax. Walker's Furniture is covering the sales tax for you. For a limited time, we're doubling down on discounts. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big, so you can get the tax break you need and a deal you'll love. Plus, with no money down special financing, you can create the home of your dreams now and pay over time. This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
What are you up to, Alice?
Oh, the nice mechanic asked me to check the pulleys.
Wow, I just realized you can see things we can't. I've always wondered what's in those small windows.
It's marketing.
So that's where they hide out.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, a ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
What does dino casting call mean?
That seems bad.
I'll get my resume ready.
In the shadows of nature's wild beauty, a deadly crime.
Park rangers recovering the body of a woman who fell to her death.
Tonight,
there were small things that didn't add up.
Now her daughter speaks out.
You've never told your story before.
2020 tonight on ABC.
We're only days away from Live After the Oscars show in Hollywood.
How are we going to get these guys on the plane?
Next live, Angela Bassett. Use your knees.
Bam!
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Here's your ski report brought to you by Schweitzer Village, and we're going to start off at Schweitzer, where the base depth is right on the cusp of 80 inches. Unfortunately, no new snow over the past 36 hours. That's going to be a recurring theme with the other resorts I'm going to talk about. Ski Bluewood, the base depth also on the cusp of 80 inches. Also no new snow over the past 36 hours. And we'll take you down to White Pass, where the base depth is right at 60 inches and also no new snow over the past 36 hours. Speaking of snowfall, let's show you what our snow depth, and well, it's not our snow depth technically, but our seasonal snowfall deficits and surpluses for this time of the year. Here's what those look like. And unfortunately, we're still running a deficit in the upper Yakima Basin, but some seasonal surpluses in the Natchez Basin, the Umatilla Basin, and in the Walla Walla Basin. So kind of a mixed bag overall. But then you take a look at our reservoir levels, in particular, all the reservoirs that make up the Yakima Basin. This isn't a mixed bag at all. This is very bad. These numbers are 50 to 72% below average where they should be for this time of the year. So this is kind of the whole ball game. We are in a very bad spot now. Fortunately, well, this is a very unfortunate situation, but fortunately we do have some rainfall and a little bit of snowfall that's on the way for this weekend and into next week, and I'll tell you how much we're expecting coming up in a few minutes.
Josh, thanks so much. 6:42, and check this out. The Special Olympics that gives athletes with disabilities the opportunity to compete in a number of different sports. And last year, one local team took home gold at the state championships. We're talking about the Tri-City Dirt Devils, and they are again heading to the state tournament after recently dominating at regionals in Sunnyside. Now, for sharpshooter James Gerhard, basketball has always been more than just a game. It's a tribute to his late brother. He says it's also not just about winning, it's about building up his teammates.
Just being a leader and keeping their heads up, spirits up, and just don't down them. If they do something wrong, just lift their spirits up. They'll get it better the next time.
Now, Gerhard has been with the Dirt Devils for 2 years, but he is no stranger to the Special Olympics. He's been playing in them for more than a decade, competing. The state tournament in Wenatchee will have more than 1,000 Special Olympic athletes competing in a number of sports. To see more about how the Dirt Devils plan to defend their title, you can visit our website. You can also be a part of their send-off that takes place at 1:30 at the Arc of Tri-Cities. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. We have your morning sprint and everything you need to know as you head out the door this morning. And giving you that live look outside this morning over the soccer fields there. Our camera courtesy of the Dust Devils Stadium there in Pasco. Josh will be back with your full First Alert forecast and what you can expect, not just through the weekend, but through the rest of the week.
The best deals of the year are going on now at Overturf Kia. The new 2025 Kia Sportage gives you 3 great ways to save fuel. Available with a fuel-efficient gas engine, a gas-electric hybrid, or as a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. A new 2025 Kia Sportage LX Hybrid with all-wheel drive starts at just $32,335. Plus, get 5.99% interest for 72 months. Overturf Kia in Kennewick.
Why buy a mattress from Mattress Depot USA?
Low prices.
Every day, we beat any competitor's price.
Selection?
All sizes and brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic.
Customer service.
Our sleep specialists average 10 years in the industry. Check out our reviews.
Comfort guarantee?
120 nights worth.
Same-day delivery.
Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Local?
Born here, live here.
Come see us today.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Hurry in to the Nissan Now sales event to save on an award-winning new Nissan, like the all-new Kicks, J.D. Power's most dependable small SUV, the sporty Sentra, and our best-selling Rogue, a Consumer Guide Best Buy 11 years in a row. All for under $30,000 at the Nissan Now sales event. Now get up to $2,500 total savings on Rogue, or get a low $229 per month lease on Sentra.
It's the All-American Sale at More Furniture. Celebrate the spirit of the season with unbeatable deals on furniture that's as timeless as America itself. Whether you're refreshing your living room, upgrading your dining space, or finding that perfect bed for sweet dreams, the All-American Sale has something for every room in your home. With great furniture and classic American style, this sale is a celebration of comfort, value, and you. Visit your local More Furniture today, where everyone gets more for less.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Good Shepherd is expanding its cardiology services to the region with the addition of Dr. Courtney Virgilio. Dr. Virgilio's specialty is caring for patients with all types of heart disease. She's passionate about cardiology because it's both challenging and rewarding to help someone who may be on death's door. And by providing state-of-the-art care close to home, she can help them not only survive their cardiac event, but also help them optimize their longevity and quality of life. Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first. Always.
Wendy Redmond, Austin Reed, Stacey Lee weather. Apple Valley News Now on your side. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be another terrific day to be outside, as we'll have plenty of sunshine. High temperatures getting into the 50s and 60s, so we'll continue to be about 3 to 5 degrees above average for this time of the year. It's going to be a little bit breezy up in the mountains for today, as those winds could gust between 20 to 25 miles per hour for both the Cascades and the Blues. Then for tonight, the winds are going to calm down in the Cascades. They'll continue gusting upwards of 20, 30 miles per hour in the Blues. Overnight lows falling down into the 30s. So a good number of us are going to have to take those steps to protect the outdoor pets, the plants, and the plumbing. We'll have a similar day for Saturday. It's going to be a dry day, but things get a little bit more interesting as we head into Saturday night. So from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Saturday, small rain chances begin in the Cascades, and then from 10 p.m. on Saturday to 1 in the morning for the wee hours of the morning on Sunday. That's when small rain chances spread down into the Blue Foothills and the Blue Mountains. And overall, the day is looking like it's going to be more active for Sunday. We'll get to that in a second. But first, just wanted to touch on these 7-day rain chances, as will be pretty dry for Friday and Saturday, and then some small shower chances overall from Sunday through Thursday. The most active days probably going to be Monday and Tuesday. Could pick up a little bit of mountain snow for both Monday and Tuesday, but probably only a couple of inches for Tollgate off of Oregon 204. It's looking like less than an inch for Interstate 84, less than an inch for I-90, but maybe a little bit more for U.S. Highway 2 and for U.S. Highway 12. This is an early snowfall forecast. This is subject to change, but for now, it doesn't look like the snowfall is going to be too significant. High temperatures staying about 3 to 5 degrees above average over the next 7 days. We'll bounce between 55 to 60 in the Tri-Cities for the foreseeable future. Here's the 7-day forecast in the Tri-Cities. Sunny and near 60 Friday and Saturday, then small shower chances Sunday and Monday, but dry again by Tuesday. In Yakima, bright and mild over the next couple days, a sprinkle possible for Sunday, then dry to start next week. In Ellensburg, mid-50s and sunshine Friday and Saturday, winds picking up Sunday and Monday, then leftover breezes for Tuesday through Thursday. In Hermiston, sunshine and highs around 60 for the next couple days, maybe a few showers Sunday and Monday, but dry again by Tuesday. Then in Walla Walla, sunny with mid to upper 50s Friday and Saturday, then 10 to 30% shower chances from Sunday through Thursday at least. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the family of the Menendez brothers speaking to ABC News after California Governor Gavin Newsom announced a parole board investigation to assess whether the brothers pose a risk to the public.
This is a very welcome news for us, and we're just so grateful to the governor for stepping in and for giving us this chance.
Erica and Lyle are 35 years into their sentence of life without parole for the shotgun murders of their parents back in 1989, but now a huge step towards possible freedom.
The question for the board is a rather simple one. Do Eric and Lyle Menendez, do they pose a current, what we call unreasonable risk to public safety.
And this morning, we're hearing from their cousin, Anna Maria Baralt.
What did it feel like?
I audibly gasped on my side. It's very exciting.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the very latest on what comes next for Eric and Lyle Menendez. With your GMA First Look, I'm Matt Gutman, ABC News, Los Angeles.
I'm getting vaccinated Pfizer's pneumococcal pneumonia vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I'm getting Prevnar 20 because pneumococcal pneumonia could put me in the hospital, and my risk is 6 times greater because I'm over 50.
The CDC just expanded its recommendation for those 50 or older to get vaccinated. You're also at risk if you're 19 or older with certain chronic conditions. Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect against both pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle and joint pain. Millions have chosen Prevnar vaccines, which have helped protect adults for over a decade and have an established safety profile.
That's why I chose Prevnar 20.
I want to be able to keep my plans.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is now 6:51. It's time for your morning sprint. We're going to start off in your national headlines. We're hearing that more federal workers could be let go today, and this comes after the NOAA laid off about 800 workers at the National Weather Service yesterday. Meteorologists across the country rely heavily on NWS data to create forecasts, and also according to a memo from the Office of Personnel Management, today could be the last day for those who took deferred resignations. The White House previously saying about 77,000 accepted the offer. DOJ saying the firings and resignations are part of an effort to balance the federal budget.
And President Trump is set to meet with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky today at the White House. Just yesterday, Trump met with the British Prime Minister, who both say they're hoping for a peace deal between Ukraine and Russia. Trump also saying he and Zelensky will be signing an agreement that's being described as an economic partnership to include rare earth minerals. Also, just hearing moments ago from the White House, President Trump is expected to sign an executive order making English the official U.S. language.
And the Trump administration has launched a federal tip portal where people can submit the name of a school or school district and report any practices they find concerning. The website is called ndei.ed.gov, and the site reads, quote, "Schools should be focused on learning free of divisive ideologies and indoctrination." The Department of Education says it will use the submissions to identify potential areas for investigation. And the IRS has released a list of tax scams that people should watch out for this year. Topping the list are phishing scams where fraudsters pose as legitimate organizations and send texts or emails trying to lure victims into sending personal or financial information. Another concern is misinformation on social media, warning this can mislead people into bogus tax avoidance strategies and sometimes even result in identity theft. These scams occur throughout the year, but they peak during filing season.
6:53, and a look at your top local stories you need to know this morning. Prosecutors have charged a 20-year-old Yakima woman with manslaughter in connection to the death of her 7-month-old baby girl. Police say Kailia Toll called 911 Tuesday to report that her child might be dead. When officers arrived, they found no sign of Kailia, but they did find the baby dead in the home and also found a severely malnourished 2-year-old girl.
Kennewick police say a man who was arrested on suspicion of exposing himself to children is now out on bail. Officers are urging parents to talk with their children to see if Scott Lee Phelps made contact with them. If you know anything about this, head to our website, click on the story, and you can find where you can report this to.
An update now on the basketball brawl at Pasco High School. We're learning police are almost done with their investigation into that fight that broke out at the game between Pasco and Hanford High. No other information, though, will be released until that investigation is fully finalized. And so as soon as we have more information, we'll, of course, pass it along to you.
The Tri-City Dirt Devils are heading to the Special Olympics state tournament after dominating at regionals in Sunnyside. Over 1,000 athletes will compete in various sports in Wenatchee, and the Arc of Tri-Cities is having a send-off for the team, and they're inviting the community to join. It's today at 1:30.
And the Tri-City Americans go pink tonight. It's their annual Pink Ice Night. They'll host the Vancouver Giants. Ice will be pink, jerseys will be pink, and it's all to raise awareness and funds for local cancer research. Tickets are still available. Puck drops at 7:05. And speaking of hockey, Seattle Kraken back home tomorrow. The boys battling cross-border rivals Vancouver Canucks. Pregame starts at 6:30 on Saturday on our sister station, MeTV. 6:55 and trending this morning. The popular Jolly Green Ogre is coming back to the big screen with a new character.
An ogre. Okay, that was my Shrek
That was
impression.
good. Yeah,
It was
I
hard.
love Shrek. I think they're so funny.
So Universal Pictures has released a teaser trailer for the 5th installment of the Shrek series. It's on your screen right now.
Mike Myers will once again voice the title character, with Cameron Diaz and Eddie Murphy also returning for their roles as Fiona and Donkey. And this time, Zendaya will be joining the fun, playing Shrek and Fiona's daughter.
Oh, I love it. So the first Shrek film debuted in 2001, ended up winning an Oscar for Best Animated Film. Shrek 5 expected to hit theaters in December of 2026.
My favorite part about this is that people on social media are talking about how Shrek looks like he had plastic surgery.
Like he had some work done?
A chin reduction, maybe some buccal
did some
fat
mewing a
removal.
little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or mewing. That's
Yeah.
probably what he did. But this one, I mean, it's been a while since I've seen the Shrek movie, so I'm pretty excited for this one.
We just watched them not that long ago.
I think it's time for me to have a marathon.
Yeah, you need to. They're just funny.
I know, and it always pops in my brain, the Smash Mouth song.
Yes.
Somebody wants, yeah.
I usually don't like sequels, especially when it's like, Fast and Furious 11 or something
I
like
love
that.
those.
Shrek 5, I'm happy about that.
You're going to allow it? Perfect.
that'll-
All right.
I'll let that slide.
We're headed into the weekend, and we're headed into March.
Yes.
How are we going to feel temperature-wise?
A pretty green month to keep it in the theme of
Yes.
Shrek. Yeah. But it is feeling more seasonal, if not a little bit above average for this time of the year. So let's go ahead and take a look at the temperatures. Now, right now it is cold, but not nearly as cold as what we were tracking just a couple weeks back, but still below freezing for the valleys. Mostly below freezing in the basin, so that would be your best opportunity to see frost for this morning. A little bit later today, another beautiful day. High temperatures around 60 for lower elevations, lots of sunshine. We'll have more weather just like that for Saturday. Some unsettled weather from Sunday through Thursday, but most of it's going to be up in the mountains. Overall, staying very mild as we head into the third month of the year already.
Ooh, sounds like a great weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, you got big plans?
No, I'm going to take my dog to the dog park. I told you that.
It'll be the perfect weather for it.
Yes.
Thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website.
Good Morning America is next, and we'll be back tonight at 5 with your local news and weather.
Have a great day.